Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Tarot Tea. Okay, if you like what you see, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Do not be afraid to hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time, me and the T team are over here getting it in with these good old tarot messages. If you would like a personal private reading from me, please do not be afraid to hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com. Our readings are $44.44. And they have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround time. If you would like additional information, please go ahead. Don't be scared to look in the details section beneath this video right here. I almost want to go ahead and say this is going to be a special edition of DF Tarot Tea. There are some various things that came up in the previous reading. Anybody who did not see that, go ahead and check that out. The reading that speaks to he is cursed by goddess. Okay, that is the beginning of the title. Listen, there's a reckoning coming, y'all. That is the prophecy. This reckoning has very much to do with the energy of the Mami Wata Sibyls. The Mami Wata Sibyls, okay, these are the original African Sibyls who were initially there for the divine feminine prophetic energy that came into the earth many, many, many years ago. Like I say, my girl says she want to know all the books. So listen here, if you want to know more about the first prophetesses of Mami Wata, you want to go ahead and check this out. The Sibyls of the first prophetesses of Mami Wata. The Theft of African Prophecy by the Catholic Church. Mami Zogby is the author. Vivian Hunter Hendrew, Masters of Education. And Chief Hunan Aminganzi. Okay, you want to go ahead and pick that up. This is the back of the book. This is the front of the book. Period. That will speak with you in depth about the true nature of the Mami Wata Sibyls. Okay, these stories have been retold and retold by the Greeks. Okay, the Sibylline oracles, baby. These were initially the African prophetesses, but that is a whole nother conversation. However, I do invite you to go and get those books and visit your local library, even if you would like to look deeply into that. Okay, spiritual knowledge is real knowledge. In the meantime, it is the return of that frequency. It is a return of the frequency of the Sibyls. Okay, the divine oracles, the divine prophetesses that is coming to us, those of us that are in divination, that are in prophecy, that are in tarot and rune reading of many different backgrounds, races, colors, and creeds that are going to see this message, okay, in the year 2024. Baby, I told y'all. 2024, 2 + 2 + 4 is 8. We are about to see justice. We are about to see the return of many things and many messages, things that are coming back to people, their karma, etc., etc. We did see this in that last reading. We see the karmic masculine is going to pay the price for worshiping the karmic feminine, okay? The karmic feminine who is not a creator. Okay, she is not creatress. She is somebody that is everything that the creator goddess, divine goddess is not. Okay, she is one that is going to abort what is to be created. She is not nurturing. She is going to be problematic. She is going to cause problems for the masculine. She is not going to be a helpmeet or an assistant to the masculine in any way, shape, or form. This is who many of the masculine have fallen to worship, okay? They are worshiping the karmics, okay? Many of them have not provided for the divine because they are too caught up in allowing the karmic to provide for them. The karmic has been acting in masculine energy, okay? The karmic has been in an inverted divine feminine. So she has been acting in masculine energy. These are the women that are financially providing for men. These are the women that are acting in prostitution for men. These are the women that are degrading themselves for men. They're taking abuse from men in order to abuse the divine feminine. Let me tell you something before we even jump into this. The karmic feminine energy is an enemy of the divine feminine. The karmic masculine is only a pawn. Because with the divine feminine, the karmic masculine will only become a divine masculine. Period. We can see this all the way back to back when a young man, we talking back to our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, etc. When a young man would find out that a young lady that he had been dilly-dallying with in the dark in the corner at night when nobody was looking at the school became pregnant, he would go out and get a job. And he would say, I have to do something. I have a baby coming. I have to marry this girl. His father might even say, you're going to have to marry that girl. You've gotten her pregnant. Okay, this is the way that it was. But in this new age where there has been a infiltration of the Antichrist spirit, and now the karmic feminine is being upheld. Okay, men are able to act as karmic masculines. They are not stepping into their divine masculine because the God energy of the feminine has called them to do so. Okay, the God energy of the feminine has not, pregnancy caused them to step into their divine masculine. Okay, a woman that they care for needs to be provided for, so they step into their divine masculine. That part of the story is no longer there. They're now able to fall into sin by connecting themselves to the karmic feminine, who is now going to say, I'll provide for you. She's going to allow him to sink to the level of a karmic masculine, which is nothing but a pimp. Okay, we're sitting here watching it and seeing it play out left, right, and sideways. If it's not in our personal lives, we're seeing it play out in social media with people we don't know. We're seeing it play out in music. We're seeing it play out with celebrities. We're seeing it play out maybe even in our own homes or families. Okay, this is a spiritual attack. And I am telling you right now that the divine matriarchal energy of the divine sibyls, oracles, prophetesses, goddess, creatress energy, baby. Because remember, in the beginning of all of this, God was a woman. Okay, I done told y'all about this before. Let me show y'all that book again. Okay, when God was a woman, the landmark exploration of the ancient worship of the great goddess and eventual suppression of women's rights by Merlin Stone. There was a time when God was a feminine energy, goddess. That energy right now is tired, okay, of watching the God feminine, the divine feminine, the goddess feminine be unprotected because of karmic feminine energy that has allowed the masculine, what has been assigned to pulling the protector energy. Because that is initially what the masculine was for. The masculine was here to protect the divine feminine. That is initially what man was here to do. The karmic feminine is doing nothing but disturbing that frequency and keeping the God without protection. Okay? That's it. That's all. That's all the karmic feminine is here to do, is to remove the protection from the divine feminine, to remove the financial provisions from the divine feminine, to make sure that the divine feminine's children do not grow up to be gods, by distracting the karmic masculine with sex, with lies, with finances. Okay? By providing for him and reducing him to a karmic feminine, his damn self. That's all the pimp frequency is. It is a perverse karmic feminine in the body of a masculine energy. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and see what's tea, because there's something to be said here tonight. Okay, there's something to be said. And we're going to go ahead and look into this. Had to give me a little sip of that strawberry crush, y'all. So we're about to go ahead and look into this. Because there's a reckoning coming from the most divine, from the most ancient of feminine energies, the oracle, the prophetesses, the eye, the energy, okay? The true eye of God, okay? Not this artificial eye that is before us today, okay? God, to speak to us, show us what is to happen, what is, and what is to come. Okay, so we see the eel. We're looking at marine spirits, y'all. Okay, so we see some major shifts that are coming, that have been coming for some time, that are going to be a major shift in the energy that we know that we have become accustomed to and comfortable with. Lord, people pick the weirdest times to call. So with the ill spirit, we see coming through, okay, marine spirit energy. We see some level of dishonesty. We see some level of revelations energy, okay? We see that there will be some level of apocalypse that comes into the karmic masculine through this ill energy, and it will come swiftly. It will come without their notice, okay? There is a level of perspective. We see this Gertrude Stein energy, okay? There is a level of perspective that needs to be had and understood. Many of these masculines have been under the belief system that as long as they were poetic, as long as they told women they were beautiful, as long as they told women that, hey, I think you're great, that would be enough. That is not going to be enough. It has been enough to keep them maintained with karmic feminine energies. It has been enough to keep them away from the divine feminine. It has been enough to keep them from stepping up and being what they needed to be for the divine feminine. That's what it has been. That's all that it has been, okay? And fate has arrived upon many of these men. And when these men begin to return to their divine right, they will have to turn to their divine right via karma. It will be difficult. It will be hard. These men will be wounded. What is going to happen in the divine feminine, what you are going to start to see, is wounded men that are reaching out to you for help. They're reaching out to you for understanding. You're also going to start to hear and see a lot of apologies. I'm so sorry about what I did. I didn't know. I didn't realize. I didn't understand. Many of those things are going to start to come to you when you are at your most distant from these men. Their souls and their spirits are going to start to remember you and reach out to you and say, oh my God, I didn't realize, I didn't know, I didn't understand. Some of these men will be the fathers of your children. Some of these men will be exes from many, many, many years ago. Some of them will be ex-fiancés. Some of them will be ex-husbands. Some of them will be brothers, uncles, cousins who will be withered and broken. Their health, many things will have struck them, okay, now. And they will realize, hey, I have disrespected the divine. I have disrespected the divine oracle because at this time, these energies are going to come to this man because understand the divine feminine is now about to start defending her throne. She is saying, I am sick and tired of this disrespect. I am sick and tired of sitting back while I am being treated as though I am the least, when I am the most, I am the original, I am the creator. At first, in the beginning, there was darkness, baby. The divine feminine is that darkness. She is the void. She is the very foundation. That is womb energy that is mentioned in that scripture. Hello. Who did you think they were speaking of? And she's tired. She's tired of being treated as though she is not the reason that the very heartbeats of this earth and this planet. Okay, there is nothing without a seed. There is not even a plant without a seed. And a seed is a representation of the womb. Okay, she is tired of being reduced to being fantasy. See, that's Seven of Cups energy that many of these karmic masculines have reduced the feminine to. That's why we're seeing such a rise in plastic surgeries. Okay, that's why we're seeing such a rise in many of these things. Fantasy, the fantasy of the feminine. But the spirit of the feminine is being lost. The spirit of the oracle, the intuition, the witch, the divine energy, the empress, all of these things are being lost. The real witch either, not those of y'all that saying a witch. I ain't no witch. I love the Lord. Baby, initially the witch was somebody you went to for healing. She was going to go out and get those roots, and she was going to make sure your baby was born properly. She was going to make sure that there was medicine put on your sores and because she was a root worker. But see, it is patriarchy. It is the karmic masculine, even all the way back to that was going to be the one that was going to terrorize and humiliate anything that the woman tried to do. But spirituality, intuition, these things belong to the divine feminine. They belong to the prophets, the prophetesses. Okay, y'all going to hear me screw that up a few times, okay? The prophetesses, the sibyls, okay? Period. That's where it starts. That's where it comes from. Okay? The Sangomas. That's where it comes from. That's where it starts from. Period. So justice. We see justice. I can't make it up, y'all. Shout out to Audrey Lorda, okay, who is on this card here. Justice energy is now upon us. It is a reckoning that is coming to the karmic masculine. Baby, Goddess is tired. Goddess is tired. Goddess is tired of watching her elect. Her physical feminines in the earth realm are walking around now that don't even have nobody to take their trash out. She's tired. While karmic feminines are electing to bewitch, beguile, humiliate, and emasculate masculines and take them from divine feminines. Karmic feminines are not an attack on divine masculinity. They are an attack on the divine feminine. They are the very seed of the Antichrist energy, because the seed starts with the feminine. It is us that they are after. It is us that they wish to rob, because it is us that they are jealous of. It is us that they wish to copy. Okay? The teachers, the goddesses, the guides. It is us that they are wishing to emulate. It is us that they are wishing to get these divine masculines that come to us. So they are, many of these karmic masculines, they are just one divine feminine away from being a man. Many of these karmic masculines have a mama that's a divine feminine. Okay? That's been telling them right. And this karmic feminine has come along. They got a mama, divine feminine mama. This karmic feminine has come along and has started doing sinful, filthy things to distract, especially a young karmic masculine. On his way to divine masculinity, she has distracted him with filthy acts. Now he can't hear his mama. She has been the person that he sold his soul to. She's been a representation of the Antichrist. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know through and through. Lie, where, why? She's come in. She's been clever. She's been quick. Or she's quickly produced so many babies. She's come in and put 3, 4 babies on this young man. Rabbits. That's what she does. She got 2 babies on him, 2 babies on him, 2 babies on him. One woman. Then came in and put 1 million babies on everybody. Buying everybody. The tax return time, she passing out her tax return like it's nobody's business. Distracting these young men. Their mama put them on one path. Karmic feminine put them on another. Man was finna marry you. She done came in, told him I sleep with you and 3 of your friends, put a baby on him and gave him $6,000. He can't remember your name now. He's been bewitched. And he's been bewitched so that divine feminine, the goddess frequency, is no longer getting the support that she's supposed to have. In the earth realm. She's coming in rabbit energy, stealing him from the Oshuns. Stealing him from those that are standing in divine sensuality. This is a counterfeit. Baby, divine feminine standing in real sensuality, the kind that's going to enrich a man and give him the spiritual enrichments that's going to take him up to being a Shango, a god. She's not taking him down to where he's going to end up being some no good fool, just laying up on her couch eating fried chicken all day. The father of 2 kids, that, maybe they're his, maybe they ain't. She's not taking him to that. A divine feminine is taking him, her sensuality is taking him up to being a god. She's raising his frequency with her sensuality. Okay? That's what the divine feminine does. She creates. Spiritually, everything is a manifestation of her goodness and her godliness and her sensuality. When in her presence. Okay? The karmic feminine is down here, got these men in a position where they don't know what's what. They running around like a chicken with the head cut off. They don't know what's what. That's a sign that these men have been bewitched by a karmic feminine. He can't lead nothing. He confused. He can't even lead himself. Now he's behaving as a karmic feminine himself. Now he's out here acting like her. He done got with her. Now he's involved with her. He's out here potentially being a cuck. Who knows what she got him involved in. She's out here you know, encouraging him to, you know, you got young ladies now, some of them out here encouraging these men to commit a crime just to buy her a bracelet. We got things like that going on out here. And this has been an attack on the divine feminine. Okay? The goddess, the God frequency. Okay? Cauldron. But y'all got to know. Y'all got to know that the divine feminine, baby, she's tired of it. And she's cooking up a solution to it. She is reaching her hand out of there with her wisdom and saying, okay, we about to shake shit up. Because it's going too far. These masculines who were allowed themselves to be led off into sexual sin. Allowed themselves to be led off into financial sin, baby. Everything's about to change for them. They're about to get grounded and set down. Tree energy. Many of them are about to have to face their fate by way of facing their history. They're going to face their fate by realizing they have been manipulated, bewitched, and set down by black magic from some karmic feminine that they thought they was controlling, baby. She was controlling you. Many of them are going to be set down by simply realizing that while they thought they was leading, they was following. While they thought they had that woman in their grips, that woman had them in her grips. That woman then put 10 kids on him, okay? And wasn't but three of them his, okay? Some of them are going to pay the price by simply sitting in solitude, okay? They're going to be sitting alone, Mr. I get all the booty, I get all the girls. They're about to end up sitting alone, having nothing but the time that God has decided they need to reflect on their stinking behavior. Okay? These men are about to get the time that they need to sit back and think and reflect. So says Goddess. Okay? Because she's tired. She's tired of this organized crime. Okay? That's what this has become. Organized crime against the divine feminine. Her representation. Y'all got to remember. Each of us is a representation of a deity in the earth realm. And those of us that represent the divine feminine in the earth realm, she is tired of the karmic feminine and her shit and these games. And she's tired of the karmic feminine disobeying her. The God frequency. She's sick and she's tired of it. And with that being said, something is about to be done, baby. Some of these karmic masculines and feminines are about to experience loss. I'm hearing a lot of financial loss. Okay? Because she's about to start breaking this shit down. And many of these people are about to step off into the dark. We see Sylvia play the dark. They're about to step off into the dark. Some of them, that dark may have to do with health, specifically neuropathy. Y'all, I'm just telling you what I see. We see Mary Shelley here for that loss, baby. Mary Shelley. I'm just giving it to y'all in the raw, okay? Some of these people, as it relates to this loss, let me tell you something. The loss is going to be that some of these karmic masculines are going to be so horrific and so disgusting that no one's going to want them now. They're going to come back from that karmic feminine. They're going to think, I'm a monster now. I've been living so fucked up. I'm not right. Let me go back out here and find me a divine feminine. And no one's going to have them. No one's going to have them. Have them for what? Why would they have you? Look how you've been living. Look how you've been carrying yourself. Have you for what? It's about to come to that. Have you why? Okay? Wings, baby, out of the dark. Okay? Many of these people are going to have to fly off into absolute dedication to Goddess. They're not going to have a choice. This is what's going to happen. Many of these karmic feminines are going to have to step into divine femininity immediately. Or it's just going to be a bad look for them. But many of these karmic masculines are going to take a loss. They're going to take a loss because they're going to try to come now after being beat down, washed up, and wore out for many of years of serving a demonic entity, which is what these karmic feminines have been. And they're going to then try to come and offer themselves to the divine feminine. We don't want you, sir. We don't want that. They're going to try to come and offer themselves without doing the work. Without doing the work. Without even doing a damn thing. Hey, here I am. For what? What you want me to do? Okay, they're going to come for nourishment. They're going to come for milk. They're going to come for nurture. They're going to come for Queen of Cups energy. They're going to come and say, please do for me. Please save me. Please feed me of your breast, of your, you know, give me nourishment, give me knowledge, give me oracle wisdom, give me divinity. Help me rebuild myself. I'm coming to you now. Okay, they're going to try to do that. But baby, praying mantis, a lot of this, y'all been exposed to these man-eaters, these karmic feminine man-eaters for too damn long. For too damn long. Much of this, the milk that could have been given to them, baby, these praying mantises, they had nothing to give. And this is who you expose yourself to, so the divine feminine is going to have a wall to you. Okay? When these men come back, I'm telling y'all, this is where we are in 2024. This is the prophecy, baby. The divine feminine, a lot of men gonna come back to y'all saying, please help, please help. The walls is closing in on me. The justice is coming. The reckoning is coming. I've been over here with this nothing ass broad for so long. Please help me. And you're gonna be like, no. They're gonna say, I see the error in my ways. Please save me. You're gonna be like, who saved me? And it was written. This is not an accident, okay? You're going to say, remember when you were the wolf, okay? And you left me stranded and you left me for dead. Well, now look at me. I'm not interested. You used your killer instinct against me when you didn't have to. You ghosted me. See, and that's really going to be the thing here. So many of these men are going to have to realize and understand they have ghosted good women for karmics. They have used fucked up instincts against karmic. I mean, in favor of karmics, against divine feminines. A lot of people finna look in the mirror and say, what have I done in 2024, the year of justice? Okay? The year where things in the dark come to light. Telling you. Virginia Woolf, baby. Vision. There are a lot of visions that are about to come through the divine feminine body. Okay? That's just where we are. Okay? In the above allegory, okay, we're just going to read a little something from our book here. In the above allegory, the symbol appears to be making reference to a mythological story of Saturn, whom, having stolen the rightful succession to the throne from his oldest brother Titan, due to the manipulations of Saturn's wife Rhea, baby, a karmic feminine, Titan then declared war against Saturn, defeated him, and held Saturn and his brother captive until Jupiter, Titan's elder son, became a man and released them from their captivity. As a reward, the world was then divided amongst Titan's son, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. Many of these masculines have been involved with karmic feminines who have divided their whole families down the middle. Mama don't fool with you no more. Your brothers don't respect you no more, okay? Placed back into African cosmology, the Titans and the Titanesses, or divinities, the lords, are the ancient African pantheon of the 7 celestial deities from the Pleiades star system who were served by the Sibyls. Baby, this Sibyl energy is nothing to play with. This divine feminine energy is nothing to play with. This is the energy that has served the gods in previous times. This is goddess who is set amongst the stars in previous times. And these men have allowed karmic feminines to break them all the way down the middle. That is the vision. These men are returning to the divine feminine, having had their lives, their families, their bloodlines busted down the middle by karmic feminines, which this is what many of these karmic feminines were assigned to do, is to dirty up and pollute the bloodlines of many of these masculines, okay? Stopping them from breaking certain generational curses, okay? That's what they were assigned to do. That's what they were there for. Okay? Still doing it. Same book, y'all. Okay? His son's bride is an allegorical reference. Okay? So let's read this. For when the world was deluged with a flood of waters, and one man of good repute alone was left, and in a wooden house, sailed o'er the waters with the beast and the birds, in order that the world might be refilled. I was his son's bride and was of his black race, to whom the first things happened and the last were all made known. And thus from mine own mouth let all these truthful things remain declared. Baby, it is from the mouth of the divine feminine that the truth is declared. His son's bride is an allegorical reference reminding the patriarchal masses that the divine kingships of which they proudly claim their legitimacy is still wrought through the blood of the African mother, baby, the ultimate divine feminine energy. However, these voracious proclamations fell on deaf ears, and over time, the matriarchies lost the normal political, economic, and territorial ground. I ain't gonna say it again. Goddess is tired. Goddess is tired of her divinity falling on deaf ears. She is tired of being the subject of witch hunts. Okay? She is tired of being targeted now, even by women. This is the God frequency. And I want y'all to understand something about the God frequency. Even when we see the God frequency represented in the Bible, Jesus is crucified for no real reason. He is turned in by the one that kisses him, okay? Judas Iscariot, okay? He is crucified. He is served up to his enemies. He is laughed at. What had he done? The God frequency is always the most hated. And I look at people that want to call themselves a God, now realizing what comes with that, the ridicule, the seclusion that comes with being the divine teacher, the master teacher. That is what we're talking about here, okay? And divine goddess, she is tired. And there's a reckoning coming to the karmic feminine and the karmic masculine in this 2024, okay? That is the vision. That is the prophecy, okay? We just read into it. We just looked into it. For these bloodline curses, the karmic masculine walked to his own curse by allowing himself to fall prey to bloodline curses, by even getting in bed and being bewitched by the karmic feminine. Okay? Baby, the light is on, okay? And look at the monkey's paw was out. We see the creature's paw. The monkey's paw was out. Okay? It's some man out here that's flat out about to be trying to make 3 whole wishes on you, okay? Like, please save me. Please help me. I don't have nowhere to stay now, Nicole. Everything is going wrong, Rona. My job ain't right. Come on, why is you acting like this, Maisha? Okay, listen, you're about to start hearing some things from these men. And it's going to be men that you wrote off a long time ago. These are going to be men that left you in mourning. 5 of Cups energy, in mourning and grief. These are men that left you feeling like, wow, I was so kind to him. How could he have done this to me? These are the men that are coming back. Okay? These are the men that are returning. The ones that you said, but I gave them my all. These are the ones that are coming back. Because they are now in a death card energy. Okay, skull. These men are now in trouble. And they don't know what's next. They're seeing energy. Things die around them. Relationships. They're speaking words that are not coming to pass. They want to get things done. They used to speak and things will happen. They're not happening anymore. Fungus is growing instead. When they speak, things are going wrong. Things they speak for good are now turning to bad. They're saying they want certain things to happen. Those are the very things that don't. They're trying to speak goodwill to their friends. Their friends are going into bad luck. We're starting to see these things come to these karmic energies because the divine feminine has had it. Has had it. Okay, the moon energy, we're seeing the feminine and her great mysteriousness. She's tired of it. She's also tired of her intellect going overlooked. She's tired of being looked at. And listen, you can see this movement has been coming, okay? It's consistent. You can see it with the Me Too movement. Okay, you can see it with, hell, the exposure of Diddy. Okay? It's consistent. The divine feminine is tired of being victimized, and the care and the nuances that she puts into everything that she does and making sure that humanity continues to flourish. Okay, making sure that we continue to have rains, that we continue to have births, that we continue to have plants that grow, nurture, wisdom, etc. And to still be overlooked, disrespected, and taken advantage of. And now to step into a season where women have become some of the greatest victimizers of the divine feminine, and deliberately bewitching masculine so that the divine feminine will not at least have her partnership, her divine masculine partnership counterpart. Where women are playing a role in making sure that the divine feminine is no longer looked at as an intellectual creature. Huh? She's tired of this shit. And she's going to be bringing up wildflowers. Y'all are about to seeing this year such unusual characters coming along, being people that play a role in liberating the divine feminine. People are going to be like, what? Okay, we're about to step into a rebellion. We see it here, rebellion with Farazad. Okay, we see the rebellion coming along. Okay, we see many women are going to be embracing this. Okay, that are going to be assisting in this, that are going to be assisting in the very hanging of the divine, the karmic masculine and feminine. Y'all don't realize how many people in the collective are sick of the bullshit. Are sick of it. So fucking sick of it, y'all. I'm serious. Okay. In terms of fertility, we see bees. There's going to be a lot of love and fertility coming, okay? And I'm hearing this, y'all. A lot of people that think they are too old to have babies are going to be having babies, and I'm going to tell you why. It is because the divine feminine has a point to prove. Okay, so y'all late 30s and 40s and maybe early 50s. Listen, I'm letting you know the divine feminine has a point to prove. She's pissed off and she wants to let everybody know how amazing she is, the God frequency is, okay, and what she can do. Okay? There's also going to be a return of vintage. Okay? You might start to hear more like music that sounds vintage. Fashion that feels vintage. There's going to be a vintage, kind of a vintage, even poetry, different things, the love of words. There's going to be some things coming back into the heart of the divine feminine collective, and even in the world at large, in the art community, that are going to speak to what is vintage in terms of painting and fashion, okay? Because she's tired of it. Okay? Especially in poetry, because Sappho was a poet. Okay? She's tired of it. She's tired of it. She feels like she's been stabbed in the back and she's done nothing. Okay, the divine feminine is at a place where she feels like she has been persecuted. She feels like she has been, much like Joan of Arc, right? Where you've just been crucified for the God frequency, for your truth, for your beliefs, and she's tired of it. She's tired of she's tired of the competition from the karmic feminine, because the karmic feminine can't compete. So she's about to show out. Okay? She's about to inspire devotion from whole groups of women that have been neutral through all of this, who didn't know that they're women who were divine feminines, that they didn't know they were divine feminines. If any of you are listening to this in the collectives, you are about to be called up. There's about to be an ascension. There are women who are going to be called to release burdens and baggage so that they can ascend to divine femininity, because the divine feminine needs more teachers. Okay, she's calling more people in. She is calling more people in to her, okay? This is going to create a web for the karmic masculine and also the karmic feminine to navigate, because now it's going to become far more difficult to be effective with the divine feminine. This is also going to make it more difficult for the karmic feminine to be impressive to the lost, okay, masculine. Those masculines who have not yet ascended to divine masculinity. And I'm going to tell you, they are being controlled and pulled down by low vibrational sexual energy and finances. There's nothing else. That is what is controlling the lost masculine. Those masculines that had not yet stepped into their divinity, They're being controlled. That's it. They're being controlled by sex, money. Some of them by sex, money coupled with food. Some nothing ass broad with no self-esteem that is willing to do disgusting things and pay for whatever they desire. Okay? Sad truth. Okay? There are many divine feminines that are going to be called into storytelling, whether that's actually writing, tarot reading, actual storytelling, poetry. Okay? Because storytelling is very high level divine energy. Okay? It allows for the creation of realms. It allows for portaling, because a story being told is real in the mind of the teller, and once it hits the earth realm, as far as the voice, it becomes real in the mind of the listener. So it creates a portal. Okay, it's very significant spiritually. So divine feminine is going to be using a lot of this to take people in a new direction. Okay, there's been a lot of men that have been controlled. Okay, much like puppets. And they've created families with these karmic energies, okay? They've created families with these karmic energies. And their subconscious minds, okay, we see what an ass mean. Their subconscious minds are now seeking freedom from these karmic families. Ain't that some shit? Boy, I didn't see that coming. Their subconscious minds are now seeking freedom from karmic families. You got men that's about to be running from families like Tina Turner was running across that damn E-way. And what's love got to do with it? In that little white suit, shout out to Angela Bastet and Tina Turner, God rest the dead. You got men with the Z and an S that's about to start trying to run from whole families, karmic families, 10 of Pentacles in reverse in the tarot world. Like Tina was trying to get across that expressway, okay? Because now they realize what has been going on. There are so many things now that the goddess is going to reveal to these men, okay? Goddess is about to start to step into not only into ascending the divine the divine feminine, she is about to ascend the divine feminine energy, but she is about to do a divine revelation through the collective of the karmic masculine. Listen, y'all, I'm hearing some shit. We are about to see some karmic masculines go into some wild shit in terms of their mental health. Some of them are going to ascend into their divine masculine. They're going to catch on and they're going to ascend. But we're about to start seeing some mental and health breakdowns like wow fucking fire in the karmic masculine. Because the divine feminine is about to step in with feminine energy and open their eyes to seeing the truth of how these karmic feminines have played many of them. Something they never saw. You thought you were controlling her by taking her money. Baby, she's been controlling you for 18 years by giving you money. They didn't know. You thought you looked like a boss because you had a baby with her. Baby, that baby that she had with you is how she's been able to keep up with you for the last 18 years. Oh, you didn't know. And many of these men are going to start going into breakdown when they realize that they thought they were pimps and they were really henpecked bitches. Okay, to a woman that never had their best interest at heart. Some men are going to start to realize they had women that deliberately talked them out of the job of their dreams. Okay, some men are going to start to realize that they've been with women that's been deliberately putting too much sugar in the food so they can stand around there and be stuck in the house in diabetic seizure. Okay, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. These women were busy. Hedgehog energy with nonsense. They were sly, okay? They were sly and mysterious with their nonsense. Cat energy. They use their bodies, okay? We see the body. They use their bodies. They use their wombs. It's right there on the card. I can't make it up. They pretended to be pure. They were pretending to be divines. They had these men bewitched and in glamour magic. White dress. They pretended to be. Trickery. Listen. Trickery. The divine feminine is about to pop these men's third eye open for the first time in their life. These karmic masculines. For the first time in their life, their pineal gland is going to pineal. And y'all, I'm telling you, as divine feminines, you're about to start getting calls. There are about to be nervous breakdowns. I'm telling you. There's about to be nervous breakdowns, freakouts, turning to substances. Men that are now back on their mother's couch because they realized that this karmic that they thought they was taking advantage of ain't they friend, and she been taking advantage of them the whole goddamn time. This is the way that the divine feminine exacts justice. With the truth. There are no lies. There's no revenge. There's no violence here. I'm just going to show you what is. All I have to do is show you what is. I don't have to do anything more. I just have to show you what is. This is the truth. She's been lying to you. Okay? Many of these men were supposed to be, I'm hearing it, y'all. They were supposed to have bakeries that provided for 2 or 3 divine feminines. They were supposed to be firemen. And those salaries were supposed to provide for the children of 1 to 2 divine feminines. They were supposed to be ministers, okay, in churches, divine churches. They were supposed to be community workers. They were supposed to be teachers in the public school sector. Many of these men were supposed to be athletes that also helped with junior athletic activities. Some of these men were supposed to go into healthcare and specifically work with women. Some of them may even were supposed to be in women's health. See, but these karmics help them to understand and believe in the Antichrist consciousness that women were worthless, that children were worthless, because they lured them in with this low vibrational sexual energy. See, this was a satanic attack. Many of these karmics, all of these karmics, excuse me, they work for Baphomet. They work for the satanic energies. And they fulfill satanic orders. And this attack on the masculine via sexual energy, the encouraging of violent behavior, and the vilification of the divine feminine. Many of these men now, some of them may feel like, some of them may feel like, I told y'all I got the strawberry crush, y'all. Some of them may feel like they are not even able to, at this point, fix all of the places they went wrong as a young man out here being disgusting, being in filthy scenarios. When they were initially called in, some of them were literally called into ministry. All of this has been a demonic attack. When many karmic feminists simply answered the call of the devil to be that demonic attack against goddess frequency. To take these men's identity, their divine identity, with their trickery, pretending to be divine feminines. Many of them, they might have met them in church. Oh. They told them they were spiritual. You know, some of these dudes goofy. They say, oh, she has some incense burning. She's like Erykah Badu. And this is a woman that ruined their life. Think about the movie, if anybody saw the original film, Carmen Jones, with Dorothy Dandridge and Harry Belafonte. Some of the younger ones, y'all might have seen it when it was Beyonce and Mos Def and, you know, Carmen Jones, a hip hopper. Either way, this was a story about a naive masculine who was really ascending into divine masculinity. He was with a sweet, nice girl, and this girl was keeping him in his divine masculinity because she was a divine feminine. But his affiliations with this karmic feminine who was Dorothy Dandridge, baby, Dorothy Dandridge, led him down the pathways to hell for him never to return again. Okay, she took him down from, he was in an ascended space. Okay, she took him down from there. And the truth, it was the moment that he found out the truth that ruined his life. It was the moment that he found out the truth that justice was served for how he treated that divine feminine. Hello. If anybody saw it, you know what I'm talking about. It was the moment that he found out. Okay. The truth that divine feminine got her reckoning. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, that's where we are right now in 2024. Okay, many of these men, we see the boar, we see the toad. Okay, they have been out here being abused, being taken advantage of, not even knowing, because they thought they were the chief beast in the situation. They were not. They were a toad the whole time. And now this tower moment is coming to them to let them know, you know, you was stupid as hell, right? No. You know you was stupid as hell, right? You know that lady was playing you the whole time, right? You was the toad. You thought you was the prince? No, baby. You were the toad the whole time. Okay? This is coming in the not so far future. The future, Octavia Butler. Shout out to the sci-fi goddess, Octavia Butler. Okay? This is something that is coming in the not so distant future. These men are about to find out what's tea. Okay? Many of them, they're small men. They are men that are like small in terms of how often you see them. They're small in your life. They're small in your reality. You don't see them much. We see the snail energy here, but they left an impact. They left a slime behind them. You don't see them much, but they left you feeling away. I'm seeing that these men may more or less be relatives. These are going to be male relatives that are going to return to you saying, I need money. I need help. I need legal help. I'm in a situation because I was over here with so-and-so. Okay? Help me. Pray for me so I may have endurance. We see endurance here. Pray for me that I may have endurance at least. I don't even have the endurance to withstand this. No, they don't, because they're disconnected from the divine. Excuse me. They're disconnected from the divine. So no, they don't have any endurance. Where would they get that from? They haven't been in prayer, but they're going to know. They're going to run to you. I know you know what to do, sis. I know what you know. You know what to do, auntie. Well, they turn their nose up to you to be over there with that hood rat and her mama. Now they come right back. Auntie, please help. Okay? They're going to come to you, many of them asking you for the spiritual tea. You said something was wrong with her, auntie. You said something was wrong with her, big cuz. You knew it, big sis. What was it? Well, you said you seen something in her that wasn't righteous. What was it? You going to let them know the lady never had no humanity to begin with. She been playing with you, poisoning you the whole time. This lady been encouraging you to sip lean. Nephew. The divine feminine is about to be the one holding all the cards because of her anointing. Right? Because of her anointing. God is energy. I'm holding all the cards because I have the anointing, because I'm the one that was able to have the wisdom to tell you that girl is trying to get you off into dope. Pay attention, nephew. She's trying to get you off into dope. He didn't want to hear it. Pay attention, ex. That girl giving you all that money just so she can get you away from me. She don't even want you. She just don't want you with me. He couldn't hear you. Pay attention, son. She's not that into you. She's telling you to hang with those guys. You're going to mess around and get in gang activity and be out here in some type of legal battle. He didn't want to hear you. These karmics, they've been feeding these men poison. And this is the year that the divine shows. I got the cards. I had the wisdom. I had the knowledge. I had the understanding. Okay? I had the third eye all the time. I wasn't God frequency all the time. I am the God frequency all the time. I have been home. I have been the house. I have been the one. I have been her all the time. I've been the teacher. I've been the righteousness. I've been the he who finds a wife finds a good thing, but see, you were deceived. I've been the virtue, but you couldn't see it. Okay? Some of y'all are the grandmother. Tried to warn you about that person. You wasn't listening. Okay? This person didn't realize they were running towards a shallow pond as if it was a deep ocean, a deep lake. There's nothing there. There was nothing to know. That karmic feminine had nothing to give. The wisdom she was given was bullshit. Let's put the money together and flip it. That's some stupid shit. And y'all are going to go to jail. Go to college, get your life together, get on path. He didn't want to hear that. That sound long term. He was seduced. He was bewitched. Okay? This man was lacking in bravery. He wasn't brave enough to do the righteous thing, and his soul suffered as a result. Now he is braided in and intertwined with a soul that is filth, that is garbage, and he has become like her. Okay? He is this karmic feminine. I'm telling you, these karmic feminine energies, they are in place. They are there to be problematic to the divine feminine. They have been placed in place by the Antichrist consciousness to break apart the family unit. I'm trying to tell you what I'm saying. Belonging. Okay? The belonging was absent. This man didn't feel like he belonged with you. That karmic feminine was in his ear saying, you don't have to go ahead and be with her in a relationship and be honest and come home on time and speak well and go meet her mom or dad or mom and dad and speak properly and do what you're supposed to do. You don't have to be in a relationship with her, form a decent home, have a good job, get there every day, show up on time and come in the house by 8 o'clock. You don't have to do that. You can come over here with me. I'll give you money. I'll fuck your friends. I'll let you do whatever you want to do. I'll be the bi-tribe, this, that, and the third just because you asked me to. I'll pay for you to get cars, the automobiles, and take trips with other bitches. You don't never have to meet my mama. My mama don't talk to me, don't fool with me, don't care who I date. You can sleep with me. You can sleep with my sister. I'm still going to sit here. You don't even have to work. You don't have to do nothing. You can be an utter piece of shit and I'll still sit here because all I want to do is be able to take matching pictures in pajamas on Christmas and show my piece of shit ass friends that somebody will claim me. That's enough for me. And this man with his low self-esteem and childhood traumas, and we're speaking of the collective here, he said, okay. And the Antichrist was able to eat his ass up. And he's about to come crawling out of that cave, talking about, please, Rhodesia, save me. Afia, save me. Natalie, help. Candace. Looking for those divine feminine energies so that he can get some kind of transformation and healing. Can you help me? Do you know anything about the Bible? Do you know anything about the Bible, Nisha? There go the book right there. Can you help me? Do you ever read the Bible, Tiana? If you can you help me? I'm confused. I don't, you know, I'm lost out here. I know I played you dirty than a bitch the last time you talked to me. I did you horribly. But please, Veronica, if you could just answer the phone. Please. Naima, please. I need you to say something to me. I need help. I really, really need help. Come on. Please help me, Beverly. I don't have anyone else. I need help. Coming crawling back to the divine feminine for something to eat, for some type of knowledge. Though he was tempted previously, now I need you. Please feed me. Please give me some kind of food. Give me anything. Give me anything you have. Just give me some type of food. I need some type of help. Carrie. I need something. Okay? This man is running back to you because his 3 of Pentacles energy, his community, they don't want to hear that shit no more. This man knows, shout out to Toni Morrison, God rest the dead. Okay? One of the best to do it. This man knows he needs a woman with power. He needs a divine feminine. Shout out once again to Toni Morrison. He needs a divine feminine. He needs somebody that has a connection to the world beyond the veil. Okay? He knows this. This is all that can help him. This is all that can save him. This is all that can get him up out that jam at this point. Is someone that has a connection to what is beyond the veil. He has nothing else left. Okay? He has nothing else that he feels that he can get assistance from. This is where he's at now. I got to run back. Basically, I got to run back to mama. And by mama, we mean divine mama. Okay? This is all I have left. I have to go back to mama. I have to go ask her for help. I don't have anyone else to help me. So mama, help me. Stand for me. Defend me. I'm in trouble. It is, same book, hold on. Okay, same book. It is important to keep in mind that punishment by crucifixion was originally a Black Phoenician Canaanite practice adopted centuries later by the Romans. These sibyls too were also African, and the subject of their prophecies were as a rule devoted to their own people and to their own priestly orders, okay? Punishment by crucifixion is initially what this man gave you. Do not forget that. This is a man that walked away and left you crucified. Do not forget that. This is a man that is coming back to you now. This is Judas, baby. Karmic masculine. Coming back to you. He's a fool. This is part of his own justice, his own the karmic justice, karma, his own karma, is that now you see who your friends were, don't you, buddy? Oh, sis wasn't your friend? Oh, is that right? Oh, wow. You say she wasn't a friend of yours? Oh, okay. That's where he's at. He's having to realize some things. He's having to realize that karmic was false. Oh, wow. You didn't know? You didn't know? Yeah, divine goddess is bringing him to his knees. You didn't realize that karmic was false? Ecclesiastes, baby. This man is going to have to pray for wisdom. This man had absolutely no wisdom or discernment. And he turned his nose up at wisdom and discernment. He didn't see how it could be beneficial to him. Okay, that's the type of man he was. He didn't see how that could be beneficial to him. To really have to understand, okay, and give of himself in a major way. He didn't understand that, okay? Unexpected joy, okay? This man saw this karmic as that. Oh my God, I can't believe my good luck. I found something amazing. She'll fuck all my friends and give me all her money. This is the type of situation this man was in. He thought he had found a home, but he had found a karmic home with some money. I told y'all, I ain't making it up. There go to money, some money. This woman was an enemy. This karmic was actually his enemy. He mistook her for his sweetheart. He mistook her for a divine feminine, okay? Fidelity, it was never there. And now this man is facing a divorce. Whether he was in a real relationship with this woman or not, he is facing divorce with her now. Okay? Ace of Spades energy and the 8 of Hearts. Okay, it's coming through the building. I told y'all, we're going to have to get back on our business by reading these playing cards, okay? I'm going to go ahead and look into this. Y'all, another book, okay? A Deck of Spells, Hoodoo Playing Card, Magic and Root Work and Conjure by Professor Charles Porterfield. Okay, let's go ahead and look and see what he got to say about that young Ace of Spades. Okay, yeah. A strange bed. That's what he been in. That's what he been in. I ain't got a lot of y'all. Large number of love affairs, baby. That's that 8 of Hearts. A strange bed, a large number of love affairs. This man returns to you. Let me get some more of these playing cards out. Okay, we just pulling here. Okay, because I got y'all, if y'all saw how many cards I be having just sitting to the side, y'all wouldn't believe. Y'all would be like, what is wrong with her? Okay, I just be having cards. Okay, just cards. Okay, look at this jealousy. This man has lived a life with this karmic that is filled with jealousy. Okay, filled with jealousy. He's had a terrible life with her. This man might now have a heart problem, a blood pressure problem. He may have all types of health problems just from dealing with this woman. He may also have sexually transmitted problems, okay? Fooling around with this no good woman, and now he's trying to come back over there to you. But see, this is what the divine feminine is going to be all about. She's about to rectify. See, these men didn't know they was in this kind of shape. You got to understand me. None of these men knew this. They didn't know they was in these types of problems and shapes. They thought they was with real women. They thought they was with real men. Okay? Many of these karmic masculines, they thought a real man was some lame like this, some karmic masculine who wasn't stepped into his real divine feminine, the divine masculine. And this is where the truth is going to come out, where the divine feminine drops her sword on people's heads. Queen of Spades. Okay? Extremely dark woman. This is a dark feminine energy, okay? It's a dark feminine energy. coming through the building, okay? This is a Sybil energy here. This is a divine feminine energy here. Okay, it's a divine feminine. Okay, listen now. Queen, women or one specific woman, beauty, nurses, teachers, grace, grandmother, mothers, and wives. The queen represents women and are the second highest ranking court card. They signify mothers and love, caring, interested, and thoughtful. They are also signify wives and lovers, confident, sensual, and showing great personal power. The queens bring emotion and intuition to their particular suits. So we look at all of this, y'all. And see, this man is about to get his ass handed to him for being a fool. As he should. Because these men that come back to you, I'm going to tell you, for every man that comes back to you, for every man that returns to you crying and talking about, oh, help. These are men that were designated to be protectors of the divine feminine. They were designated to be that, and they allowed themselves to be seduced. They succumbed to their weakest nature, and they allowed themselves to be seduced. And this is their punishment now. They are running back to you for help. Okay, we are now in When God Was a Woman, okay, by Merlin Stone. Okay, running back to you for help. The female divinity, revered as warrior or hunter, courageous soldier or agile markswoman, was sometimes described as possessing the most curiously masculine attributes, the implication being that her strength and valor made her something of a freak or physiologically abnormal, okay? This is something that has come on along in the culture in many ways, because many women have now had to defend themselves, do for themselves, look out for themselves, okay? These men were not here to keep a lot of women in the soft life. Descriptions of the female deity as creator of the universe, inventor, or provider of culture were often given only a line or two. If mentioned at all, scholars quickly disposed of these aspects of the female deity as hardly worth discussing. Again, the feminine divinity, divine mother, is tired as fuck of not getting her due. Okay? And despite the fact that the title of the goddess in most historical documents of the Near East was the Queen of Heaven, some writers were willing to know her only as the eternal Earth Mother. She is tired, okay, of being reduced, of not being spoken of properly, and also being seen as masculine for what the masculine, the actual masculine, won't do while he's out here playing with karmics. Okay, priestess of the goddess, who provided the counsel and advice at her shrines of prophetic wisdom, were described as being fit for this position, since as women they were more intuitive or emotional, thus ideal mediums for divine revelation. Okay, all of this good shit that women bring to the table that has been overlooked and written out, reduced, when women have the power to maneuver. Let me tell you something. A divine feminine should be protected, revered, and covered in the earth realm by the divine masculine, provided for, just as she provides for and covers him in the spiritual realm, so shall he light the way for and cover her in the earth realm. And these karmic feminines that have played their part in breaking down the power structure and the family structure, the spiritual and divine power structure and family structure. Okay? Because that's what they have done. That's what they have done. There's a reckoning coming. Okay? On both sides. For these karmic feminine energies. Okay? We're going to pull one playing card, okay? For these karmic feminine energies, we're going to pull two. Okay? Two aces. Look at that. For these karmic feminine energies who have played their part in the shit. Okay? The bottom line is, what we see there is an introduction to a strange bed. An introduction to a strange bed. Okay? Well, I be damned. An introduction to a strange bed. Baby, this here. Hold on, I gotta make sure I saw that right, because that was too prophetic. I must have seen that wrong. Hold on. Back to the same book, y'all. I must have seen that wrong. Yeah, I gotta get back on my playing card shit. Baby. And that's all it is. It's an introduction to a strange bed. Baby, for these karmics, all they're going to do is keep on keeping on. These women are going to continue to be used by Satan. They're going to continue to be problematic. They're going to continue to be problematic for the divine masculine. They're going to continue to try to come against any divine feminine that they see that is above them. There's on another level than them. So let me tell you what we need to do this season. We need to be rebuking these karmic feminines. Okay, because many times we think it's the men that's coming against us, and many times it is a karmic feminine on the other side of this that is more of a spiritual problem than this man. Okay, you want to block him, but rebuke her. Okay, and these karmic feminines, they're about to keep right on keeping on as these karmic masculines. The ones who come back to you, keep in mind, the ones that are coming back to you crawling on their knees for help, they were called. These are karmic masculines. They were divine masculines that fell short of the glory of God. And they are coming back to you saying, please help me. Please pray for me. Please light a candle. Please do something to help me out of my misery and my woes. These are masculines that are feeling the wrath of the divine feminine, the goddess, okay, in 2024. This much I can tell you. This is the prophecy. It is coming. As they sit in space where their lives are falling apart because they were called, they are receiving their justice, and they will have to go through their time of darkness. These karmic feminines, part of the justice, part of the retribution that these fallen divine masculines are going to see is that these karmic feminines move right the fuck on. Ain't that something? You done ruined your whole life over somebody that don't miss a beat. They just move on, say, hey, let me ruin someone else's life. They're not crying. They're not broke down. These women are going to move right along to another strange bed to ruin another fallen divine masculine's life. So that is the prophecy. When your phone rings in the middle of the night or whatever, these are fallen divine masculines looking for a warm place to lay their little shivering heads, okay? From karmic feminines that are cold as ice, baby, hard-hearted, moving right along to the next penis. As the divine feminine is going to come in and rain down, okay? Rain down her judgment on these men who were called to protect her, called to provide for her, called to do for her children, called to stand behind her, and they fell flat on their fucking faces, chasing after perversions and money, demonic things, karmic things, earthly foolishness. Cover yourselves, because this is warfare time, okay? This is warfare time. There are many divine feminines who have been waiting. You were still in love with this man. So when he calls back, make sure you make the decision that God has for you to make. Okay? The right decision, whatever that may be. If you enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time that me and the T team are over here chopping up these good old tarot messages. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, please do not be afraid to go ahead and tap into dftarottea@gmail.com. Okay. And go ahead and let me know what you need over there. Yeah. It's going down out here, y'all. This was some serious stuff tonight. Okay. And I wanted to revisit it because it came up as such a powerful frequency in that previous reading. Okay. Very serious stuff, y'all. And we're seeing this frequency come through quite a bit. Folks want to be laid up in a strange bed. Okay. Y'all go check out those books, if you will. Very powerful books. It is also important for any spiritual woman, any divine feminine, to have a very powerful book collection. Okay, because it's real out here. It's serious out here. Spiritual warfare is real. And the more you know, okay, the more you know. And as always, y'all, I will catch y'all in the next one.